Hi everyone, I'm hoping this video reaches my network far and near and maybe even gets shared to some new connections as well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jason Plett. I'm an up-and-coming writer and filmmaker based in Calgary, Canada. Last year I had the incredible opportunity to write, direct, and produce my first short film, The Captive. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who supported that project. Your donations truly helped it become a reality. And I also want to thank the amazing team that I had around me, cast, the crew, everyone who brought skill, dedication, and creativity to make the film the success that it is. Because of all of this and because of your support, The Captive screened at the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival and also won Best Low Budget Short Film at the Tokyo Film and Screenplay Awards this past June. In reality, these are relatively small awards, but it was more than I expected, and you don't even get small awards without the quality being there. So I'm just incredibly proud of what my team and I accomplished. I was blessed to have learned so much about the filming process through my experience making The Captive, and I'm still committed to investing in and growing the talents that I believe God has given me. So I can't sit back, but rather I want to go forward and build on the experience I've gained. So I am very excited to announce that I'm planning to produce my second short film. It's called The Only Way. It's a science fiction. It's about 23 pages long, so it's about 3 times the size of The Captive. It's one that I consider one of my favorites of the ones that I've written, and I've been anxiously sitting on it for quite a while, hoping to get it out there. So let me tell you a bit about it. The Only Way is a science fiction short set in the year 2097. It has a personal human tone with a mix of tension, mystery, and quiet hope in a dire situation. In this future, Earth has experienced further world wars which have decimated the planet and destroyed most major cities. However, Calgary is one of the last remaining major cities that was untouched by the destruction. The story follows 2 physicists, Dan and Stella, who are having a conversation over a chess game in downtown Calgary. These are 2 coworkers who share a meaningful friendship, with Dan secretly hoping it might become something more, but Stella being involved with someone else. Dan doesn't put too much stock in this happening. As they walk through the city, their talk drifts from casual banter to the looming threat of an alien force known as the Kingdom of Stars, an empire that has already destroyed countless worlds and is headed towards Earth. Stella expresses the fear and uncertainty that is felt not only by herself, but the entire population. Dan, for some reason, believes there is always hope. That night, Dan awakens from a vivid dream, a premonition of sorts, about the galactic enemy. He has an idea to pursue, but instead of just pursuing it straight away, he decides to call Stella and asks her to meet. They meet at a late-night diner, and Dan shares the idea sparked by his dream. What if there was a defector from inside the enemy ranks who had access to all of the information needed to defeat them? Dan goes on to lay out the scenario in detail, how the defector could escape without being detected, how Earth would have to be the planet that they would bring the information to based on galactic geopolitics, and how the defector couldn't easily meet with the government to share this information, but rather how those plans would have to be carefully hidden in a way without alerting the enemy who has ears on all digital networks. As the theory builds, one deductive point after another, the trail of logic leads to the culmination of Dan's premonition. There is one most probable tactic the defector took, leading to a hiding place that Dan and Stella have a unique opportunity to explore. Even if the hypothesis doesn't pan out, perhaps for Dan, something else groundbreaking may be discovered. And here's where I have to stop To see what they discover and the enthralling ending to this story, you'll just have to see the film. The Only Way is a grounded science fiction short about hope in impossible odds. It's told through tight dialogue, shifting tension, and massive discovery in the most unassuming conversation. We're planning to shoot here in Calgary in late August or early September, so the next 2 or 3 weeks is critical for raising the funds that we'll need to bring this film to life. As many of you may be aware, filming even short films costs a lot. There are expenses for cast, crew, equipment rentals, locations, permits, insurance, props, wardrobe, food, and more. I'm asking for your help to raise $2,875 through this campaign. If you can make a donation, it would mean so much. But even though this is a lot, it actually represents only 25% of the budget of the film. Total budget for The Only Way being $11,500. The other 75%, or $8,625, will need to come from corporate donations. And that's where I could use your help in another way. If you know of any companies, business owners, or community partners who might be interested in supporting the local art scene or independent film, I would very much appreciate you connecting me with them. So I really need your help in both of these ways. Your own donations, but also your suggestions for expanding my network of corporate connections. Every introduction matters. If you're not able to help in either of these ways, perhaps you would consider sharing this campaign with others. Thank you so much for considering to support The Only Way. When this film is made, I hope I have the opportunity to say I partnered with so many of you so we can celebrate this film together and share a story about hope and taking unique opportunities that make the biggest difference. Thank you very much.